Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Good pick for banner units. I would prefer every single character ever always gets a Dokkan Fest. The Kui Dokkan Fest, that would definitely be like the most low-level hype Dokkan Fest we would have ever gotten. Kui would be it, yes. Kui is below Raditz, below Pan, below, Ginyu, Videl, Pycon. Like, Kui would be, I think, the true bottom of the barrel if he was down there. So, I guess it makes sense that Kui is going to be the banner unit for Vegeta. Still nice for Kui to get his first TUR, right? Several characters recently, they're kind of getting a lot of loose ends tied up now that we're hitting 10 years. A lot of characters getting their first TURs. We know Chaozu very soon is going to get his first TUR ever also. We know that from the, version Z stuff that's going to be coming. All right, so let's just go and take a look here at Kui. This video, of course, is eventually going to be the level 10 Links Rainbow video. You guys should know how I do it by now. Let's just go ahead and give Kui the Rainbow Star here. There we go. And again, we got Kui with the Rainbow Star. Kui is just a pure dodge or die character. There's just there's nothing to say. There's no arguments to be made. Nothing. He's just a pure dodge or die character. That's it. Period. That's it. So, that's what we want to do. I think Kui will be an okay character. I mean, having a Scouter with a pretty easy condition to hit is certainly nice. But it does bother me when they drop so many of these, like, banner unit characters, and they're not, like, a support. Like, I do really think if Kui was also supporting, I would have way more incentive to actually run him. Right now, it's not like Planet Namek Saga is very good, so there is that. But, yeah, I don't know. Well, let me get him level 10 links. We got him rainbowed. Let's see how good Kui is. Alright, guys, we're hopping in here, taking a look at Kui. I do want to quickly point out for Kui about his 200% leader skills. It is only Frieza and Ginyu. Now, the choice for them to drop this Frieza, who is not on Namek Saga, by the way, hurts when there's Namek Saga missions and a character like Kui who has a Namek Saga restriction right there. Same with Dodoria as well. Dodoria is also not on Planet Namek Saga. Now, we got, by my assessment right here, pretty shitty rotations. And Kui was in slot 7. I wanted to try and go into a real fight, but there's only 2 Friezas on my friends list. We may be in trouble. So, I'm gonna just show this, just to say we might be in trouble. If I die here, we might go to a weaker fight. Kui does have an ability where he needs an enemy who can be attack debuffed. So, I do want to make sure to get that in. I'm going to come back on Kui's turn if we make it that far. Alright, guys. Yeah, we had a rough opening rotation. I picked this fight for 2 reasons. Number 1, there is an enemy we could actually debuff, so we could potentially get Kui's Kui's extra ability, which is Kui gets a 70% chance of an additional super if it's just an additional super. It's not a normal, the chance to be a super. But he gets that if the enemy's in attack down or defensive down status. So we would be able to see that. Alright, now, the opening of this fight has gone not good. Like, when I say not good, I mean, like, obviously really not good. We had the double Frieza in rotation, and while Frieza, is certainly better, it's just, there's a level of, like, a character who leads a team who is, like, really good for leading a team, and then there's a type of character that's not good for leading a team. Frieza, of course, is a horrible leader for a team. Like, Frieza has the same role as, like, EZA Tech Broly. Right? Like, that's first form Frieza's role. That's not who you want to be your leader. No way. No way. Alright, now, because our HP is 50% or less when receiving an attack, Kui is going to get an extra 20% chance to dodge. Wait, no, scratch that, actually. Well, we are technically going to have that, yeah, but if HP is 50% or less at the start of turn, we have guaranteed dodge and guaranteed crit, actually, is what's going to happen here. So, Kui is in no danger whatsoever. No promises for Dodoria, though. Yeah, no, Dodoria is dead. We should do this. Dodoria will die. Because we don't have a Frieza on rotation. Oh, God, dude, it's so annoying, man. Alright, yeah, we just got bad opening rotations. And I don't really have, you know, Frieza's on the friends list to be doing a million runs. By the way, Kui links up really well with Dodoria. We have Brutal Beatdown, Coward, Frieza's Minion, Frieza's Army, Loyalty, Thirst for Conquest, and Fierce Battle. Before we continue on, I just want to highlight these links here. So, this is Frieza's Minion. Really powerful. 20% attack, 10% defense. If only Dodoria was even slightly better, this would be very helpful here. And if only Dodoria, by the way, was on Planet Namek Saga. If he was, we would have a Scouter activated right now. But remember, Dodoria and First Form Frieza are not on Namek Saga, which is really becoming very stupid. Then this one right here, this is Frieza's Army. First Form Frieza actually does have this one. 10% attack, 20% defense. I mean, look at that, dude. These two links together, that's 30% attack and defense. Very good. And then, obviously, we know how good Loyalty is. 2 key, 5% damage reduction. Pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, man. This, really sucks balls. Because, think about this. They dropped the LR Ginyu Force, who needs full special pose. And then they dropped First Form Frieza and Dodoria, who aren't from the Namek Saga. So it's do they actually want Namek Saga to be a thing? Is this celebration just going to be a one and done and we're not going to go back to Namek Saga until next Worldwide or next Tanabata or something like that? Maybe. Is that not weird? They released the Ginyu Force, 5.5 million we're at. This is a guaranteed crit, by the way, since our HP is so low. There's the attack debuff that he's got, okay? And then these are 100% dodges right here. Damn, that was only 5 million, though, huh? 3 key, 150% attack defense at the start of turn. He gets the 150% attack and defense when attacking. Then he gets 50% attack and defense from his super attack effect. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Kui, okay. A lot of times when it's a very good defensive character, which I don't consider Kui to be, or it's a very good support character, I don't know, who's a good example? Some character, oh my god. Alright, well, I'm using First Form Frieza's team chat, which means, you die a lot. When you use Frieza's team, it means you're dying a lot, unfortunately. You don't get perfect RNG rotations? Well, I got bad news for you. Oh, what a great start. I love using I love using Frieza's team so much. Not actually. I fucking hate using Frieza's team and Roshi's team and Rose's team because you've got these slot 2 idiots who sit there and watch the team crumble around them. And then, oh my god, Frieza's doing so much damage! Wowie! As we're fucking dead! Alright, let's hop into an easier fight, I guess. It's a little too strong for the Frieza team, dude. I'm considering... I kind of want to go into the Cell Max fight, but... What? It's just, dude, with a team like this... so much is just about opening rotation RNG. If we get perfect rotations, yeah, we could be fine. But, I mean, we'll get double Frieza plus, Namek Vegeta turn 1, and it's over. This is my last Frieza. I gotta, nah, I can't. I gotta go to a weaker fight, because I've only got the one Frieza I could use. We should just go to an Immortal fight, actually. Yeah. I mean, the good news... is we did, within 2 seconds of the video starting, see Kui with his, guaranteed dodge and guaranteed crit. So that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Wow, you have got to be kidding me, man. Dude, the friend system is ridiculous. So we're going into the Bojack event. I guess I brought y'all back and we're going to talk. By the way, I'm going to replace, since we're going into a very weak fight, we could just replace that Vegeta with this Vegeta, who's just going to support Kui instead. So, remember, sometimes you'll get, like, I've called it a dev friend before. You could almost call it, like, like a shadow friend or something. I don't know. Something like that, right? Dev friend. Maybe shadow friend is kind of like a better, like, so what it is someone clears the event with that character as the lead, and then you can find it on the friends list sometimes. Is exactly what that is, right? And that's what we've got going on here. But what's a little frustrating about it, right, is the fact that we, get the shadow friend, Rainbow Frieza, but it's in a Dokkan event. But we can't use that same friend we're using right now in Cell Max or something else like that. So, unfortunately, I mean, Kui is not... I hate when they do that. Dude, man, this banner between Kui and Vegeta really pissing me off all of a sudden. Because, like, why drop Kui and then he doesn't have access to the 200% from Vegeta? What the hell is the point of that? Why would they do that? Now, by the way, we're going to get a scouter from Kui. Yeah, we could see it. So, I mean, Dokkan themselves, with this Kui, it seems like they're saying, like, whoa, the scouter is really strong. By the way, maybe I'm nuts. Kui and these characters to me, like the new Vegeta, they feel like they might have been made with, like, First Form Frieza and Dodoria. Like, I don't feel like the power levels of, again, First Form Frieza and Dodoria, who came out in March, and Vegeta and Kui, who came out in October, they don't feel that off to me, like, the more I'm using them here. Alright, so let's just get some footage in for Kui. Again, I'm sorry that we're in a Dokkan event for a new character showcase, but this is not really because it's, like, Kui's not so bad that we have to only showcase him in a fight like this. It's more so just that the friend system is the worst ever. And, I mean, at least if Kui was on Vegeta's leader skill, I mean, there's, quite a few Vegetas in the wild right now, which could be nice. So right now for Kui, we've got a lot of support up. Vegeta's buffing Kui massively. 6.7. Yeah, we could see that's a higher number than we saw before. But, like, damn, dude, he is not very good, huh? That's it? Just, like, 6.7. He's not giving any support. It's just, like... And he's true dodge or die. This is why I never liked... I don't go super crazy on talking about characters until, like, I could see them in-game. Like, oftentimes I like to be very, like... What's a word I want to use? Like, measured in how I'm talking about characters. Like, I'll drop like a video title or something like that, but I'm never going crazy about these Dokkan units, anymore until I'm actually seeing what some of these, like, stats manifest as in game. Like, I just like to take, like, what I'm getting, on my account, playing through it. Like, what does it look like to me? Like, that's where I really get these bases from. And, like, Kui and Vegeta are not really impressing me so much. Again, when it comes to Vegeta will have moments where he's going to be very impressive against, nasty bosses. Kui doesn't look like he's got any shit like that. No way. But we're going to have moments where Vegeta's going to look super good against really, really nasty bosses. But again, probably not really so much from Mr. Kui here. We'll get a couple rotations. I mean, we did get a chance to show already the really good turn where Kui is, guaranteed dodging and guaranteed critting. Guaranteed dodging, of course, is a very, very elite ability. I'm never going to be mad or upset talking about that, right? Guaranteed dodging, obviously, is, like, super fire. All right, so this will be a better turn for Kui right here, right? We're going to have just a shit ton of support activated for him, just to kind of juice him up a little bit. Kui, is a Terrifying Conqueror character. Like, Kui would work good for Frieza. Remember, Frieza needs, you know, like, space traveling warrior, Terrifying Conqueror type characters and stuff like that. And that's what Frieza needs. That's what Kui is. Except Kui is, like, needs a Namek Saga ally, which Frieza isn't, and yeah. Oh, one other thing I do want to quickly show is Vegeta's leader skill, HL Vegeta's leader skill. So, you know, Kui is not on Dragon Ball Seekers or Pure Saiyans, obviously. So he doesn't have access to Vegeta's 200%. So, like, the numbers we're seeing from Kui would be, like, much lower on Vegeta's team, which is, like, it just sucks, man. All right, now we're going to be hitting Bojack here. Bojack, let's see that. Let's see what our links are looking like. Okay. Bojack can be debuffed. So Kui is going to have a 70% chance of launching a guaranteed additional, an additional super. I shouldn't call it guaranteed because it's not guaranteed, but it won't be a normal, I guess. All right, let's see. So he's at 7.3 right here. Dodoria is definitely his best linking partner, so we'll do Vegeta, Dodoria, and Kui. We don't get it. Wow. We failed the 70%. Okay. Sure. All right, let's come back next rotation for Kui. All right, gamers, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. So, again, Kui next to Dodoria. We're going to be getting quite a bit more in terms of our link set. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm probably going to just do, like, this rotation, and then I guess we finish up. I guess. There's unfortunately not really very much for us to look at when it comes to Kui, right? Like, it's not like there's much here. He's a real stinker. This is not even close to a character. Because I don't know. A lot of times I don't value the Scouter, I think, as much as other people. There's specific fights where it can be very good. I think, like, specifically the 17 and Golden Frieza phase, it could be very good. I think specifically against, like, the Blue Kaioken Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? Like, there's specific fights where the Scouter could be good, but just having the Scouter up every single turn, like, a lot of the scariest bosses, it literally just goes like this. Either they super in slot 1, or the super is half as scary anyway. Like, it's, you know, like, Goku and Frieza literally only super in slot 1. So, it's just a lot of issues like that, so, I don't know. I'm not really too high on just the support for Kui. I think, so, Kui has a 50% chance to dodge. Then when HP is 50% or less, he gets another 20% chance to dodge. If HP is 50% or less at the start of turn, he has 100% dodge. He needs, like, way more dodge abilities. I don't, like, okay, so for starters, he should have been 70% dodge, and then when HP is 50% or less when receiving an attack, it could go up to 90% instead. That would be a good start. Obviously, the guaranteed dodge when HP is under 50% is nice. Yeah, and he should be supporting, Kui should be supporting Planet Namek Saga and Extreme Class Allies for 80% stats is what he should do. Yeah. Kui should be supporting Planet Namek Saga and Extreme Allies for 80% stats. I think that would be a significant, like, okay, like, we're running him. Because, like, right now, I don't, like, I mean, the Planet Namek Saga team is so bad, so, like, of course, I'd run Kui, like, if we're doing a Planet Namek Saga mission or something like that, but outside of that, yeah, we got hit by the super, because, dude, the bastard, he only has 50% dodge. Like, just imagine, that's a big boss. Dead. We lost. Over. GG. Because he's only got 50% dodge. And, like, I could give him the full dodge build and the hidden potential system, but it's not, you know, he does not have enough dodge, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. I am considering myself definitely not a fan. And, like, there's nothing I'm missing here. Kui just, unfortunately, doesn't seem very good. Doesn't seem very good at all. Alright, guys, so there was Kui again. Yeah, not really too impressive, I'm thinking, unfortunately. Poor Kui. Very sad. Very sad. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the boys' details, and then we'll finish up right here. So this is Elimination of the Traitor, Kui. Leader skills, Planet Namek Saga. Category key 3 and 130% of stats. Passive skill, Dangerous Strategy. Gets 3 key, 150% attack and defense at the start of turn, sure. Then he gets a high chance to dodge, and if HP is 50% or less when receiving an attack, he gets another 20% chance to dodge. This should be 70% and then still gets the extra 20%. Like Dragon Fist Goku, I understand he's a Dokkan Fest, but he's also a character from December. So I don't know why Kui couldn't have gotten this as well. And I mean, Kui, if you're curious, I believe had, lower summon rates than Dragon Fist, by the way. Wasn't Dragon Fist just a 7-unit banner? I think it was. But yeah, there we go. Then Kui gets 150% attack and defense, and 20% dodge when attacking. And then if the enemy is in attack down or defensive down status, he gets a 70% chance of an additional super. So it's like, by putting another 20% dodge right there, they sap the only thing that could really make him potentially helpful at that slot 1. Like, okay, if we're just in slot 1, right? We have a high chance to dodge. After attacking, we can get up to 70%, and then we can get to 90% only if we're under 50% HP. They should have just made it, if HP is 50% or less, he can get to that 100% dodge. Like, they still could have kept this the same. It would be like Hirudegarn, where Hirudegarn gets guaranteed dodge on that next turn, but he could also get it after getting the 3 dodges, right? The same thing. So I don't know why they designed him this way. And only 50% dodge? Like, I'm not doing that in slot 1. On a dodge or die character? No way. So, yeah, I don't know right there. He does get his guaranteed dodge and guaranteed crit if the enemy, if you start the turn under 50% HP. And then he has a Scouter if there's another Namek Saga ally on rotation. Unfortunately, again, Frieza and Dodoria do not count. His super attack is the Dastard Impact, which gives him 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, supreme damage to the enemy, and then lowers enemy attack and defense. The debuffs aren't really too relevant at the moment. His super attack effect is fine, I guess, though. Link set is Brutal Beatdown, Coward, Frieza's Minion, Frieza's Army, Loyalty, Thirst for Conquest, and Fierce Battle. Total Kill Inspire 140%, which is the typical. Here's his best linking partners, not really the best. Dodoria is okay, but Dodoria needs a Frieza on rotation. And then again, remember, if you have Frieza on rotation with Kui, you're not activating a Scouter. So they just didn't put very much thought into this. Then, of course, this is it for 200% leaders. Not very good. Frieza does not have a good team. I mean, if you have perfect RNG at the start, it could function like a good team nowadays, I guess. But not with Kui on it, that's for damn sure. And then that is basically it. All we'd have left to talk about here is Kui's category teams. So he, of course, is on the Planet Namek Saga team. This team is so bad that he's at least a nice addition to it. Even if, with luck, he'll be replaced very soon. Then he's also on Terrifying Conquerors. I mean, we do have an extra Terrifying Conqueror character, I guess. Sure. Not very strong, though. And then finally, he's on Space Traveling Warriors. So there's Kui, yeah. Just seeing him in action, he's very unimpressive. He needed support and then probably one other thing, and he could have been very good. I mean, if he's given 80% support, I could at least find a reason to use him if he was given like 80% support. But, I mean, as he is now, he contributes almost nothing. Because it's like, I mean, we could use him on Vegeta's team, but then Kui's going to look even worse because he's not on his 200%. I mean, we'll give Kui a try in the Vegeta long video, see if it works out well. Again, there's a couple of key fights where a Scouter could be useful. Turn 1, 2, or 3 of Cell Max. The opening phase of Blue Kaioken Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta could be helpful. 17 and Golden Frieza could be helpful. Like, there's a few phases, but overall, I think Kui and the Vegeta their power is like pre-Golden Week, is what it seems like. So, little disappointing for sure.